how many people have their phones on them right at this moment? How many people use their phones mainly for things other than calling and texting? If you're anything like me, then you use it for almost nothing but things other than calling and texting. And chances are that you do the same thing. And I've found that we as a culture tend to do this, and we spend way more time in front of our screens and on our phones than we are willing to admit. Now, that doesn't mean that technology is all bad. I think it goes either way, whether we're depending on how we're using it. But so here's another question. How many people can't stand it when you see those little red dots on your phone, or when your buzz is in your pocket when you have a notification? For one, I know I can't, and studies have shown that people in general can't either. So we get, on an average, we get about 63 notifications a day. And although that alone is concerning, studies have shown that people have both physical and psychological reactions to those notifications. And this often leads to us letting something that's not always real take away from our real life conversations. And we lose interest and focus in our conversations and lives we have with those around us, because we're thinking of maybe the possibilities of who just texted us or how many likes we just got on Instagram. But the problem with technology goes a little bit beyond just the phone. It goes into the TV, the computer we use all day, like when we're watching the news. And on average, a person spends about 11 hours a day in front of a screen, whether that be a TV, computer, or a handheld device. So I even conducted my own little experiment, and I was shocked by how much time I spent on my phone. It's a little bit embarrassing to say, but I ended up spending 6 hours on my phone in just one day. And that's not including the time I spent in front of my TV or the schoolwork I did on my computer. And what's even more concerning about that statistic is that people are also found to only spend about 38 minutes socializing and talking with family and friends. And that's a problem. How much time we let something take from our real things that isn't even real, like social media and the internet. And it's just concerning that we give our time away from our family to things like technology. But like I said at the beginning of this presentation, it's not all bad. There are great things about technology. For example, the fact that you can see and hear this presentation, for one, and that I'm able to talk to my family who lives on the other side of the country daily and even see their faces. And the fact that we're able to have this class is just amazing and astounding, and it's wonderful that we're able to do this. So one thing that I really hope you take away from this presentation is that technology is not inherently good or bad. It all depends on our use of technology. And I think that if, as a society, we were able to reevaluate our priorities when it comes to technology, and whether we lean towards real human interaction or our interactions with our phone and things like social media, I think we could really fix this pandemic of technology that's going on and use it for how it was meant to be used, for good things. Thank you for listening to my presentation.